Welcome back, good people. Just showing you here that what we can create, starting off with Dollar Tree items. I got quite a few things from there, but starting off with these little candle holders and everything else I'll show you in the future. But as the items come up here for everything I use, I will kind of chime in to say, but we're starting off initially with the 6,000 glue, Old Faithful. As we're starting off here, as you can see, we're moving into the second set of items. So I'm doing three in each category, or bundle, or design. So these can also be found in Dollar Tree on the candle aisle. And those are just simply the candle holder and placeholder, and I'm using those. But what I was mentioning here is that you want to use the right side down on those candle stands when putting it on, because I'm going to hang jewels from those later on, with the lip being face down made it easier to do that. But and I don't even think I have footage of putting the jewels on there, but just so you see here, just put it right side down and just connect them too with the E6000. As you notice here, the colors are different as well, but it don't matter because as you'll see later on, we will be spray painting these things. So color does not play a major factor. I just like the texture of these. You see how there's like little beads inside the glass and on the holder as well. So I definitely wanted that texture more than anything, so the color didn't matter. This right here is the rope that I'll be using, or down the line, and you'll see future wise. That is the spray paint that I'll be using. It's the Bear spray paint, and this right here is my favorite. This is the the Treasure Gold. It's a type of antiquing paint that I got from Michael's. And then this right here is what I'm showing you, that I have a couple of frames that I will be doing something with as well. So quickly chiming in again, I'm going to show you what I do with these little picture frame holders. They become like a holder for a couple of jewels. It's good to use as a different type of centerpiece. I just showed you how I box some charms inside of those things. For future reference, you can put flowers on top of them, put them up inside on top of a little prop there, and they're cute to add a little color to your tables if you're planning to do that. But I just wanted to show you how I boxed a couple of jewels. So I start off with removing the glue that was inside for the picture frames initially. Take those things out, remove those, and then as you'll see, I'll start adding things and closing that box up. These jewels that I'll be using are also from Dollar Tree. They're found in the crafts area there. Beautiful blue jewels. And I'm using these colors because my wedding colors were shades of blue and gold as the accent, our primary. So but when I was making these things, this was definitely for my own event. But all the jewels I got was indeed from Dollar Tree, specifically for these particular centerpieces I'm doing. Quick question. How many of you guys love to just sit in your own space and design on your own? I mean, I had bridesmaids, I have everything required for my wedding party that could help me make these scenes. But I find myself just taking my own time out to do this, um, sort of like I, mentioned every time there's peace in creating for me. So I love to just be me, by myself, creating, doing, getting it done, and it's no harm or foul to anyone else. It's just what I like to do by myself. But I did want to mention that. But what I'm doing here is putting the glue and a little bit of hot glue to affix it, to kind of make for a quick kind of press to stick a little bit quicker than what E6000 would do on its own, to hold it. But I do find that using a hot glue, it makes it a little bit bulky, so it's hard for it to be level. So if you can refrain from using the hot glue stick and just the E6000 and find a way to put tape to hold it closed, I found that to be a little bit better with leveling of what we're creating here. And I did have that picture frame there that I was going to put in the middle, but by the end of it all, I didn't use it in there. I ended up using this to where I put me and my husband's initials in the middle in gold, with just simply printing it out on my Cricut to create us like a just our symbol with our letters. I can't even think of what it's called, but our letters were mashed together to make a crest, sort of say. But I did end up putting that in the middle and putting flowers on top. I don't have that in the video here, but I just wanted to show you guys how to make a quick little box that holds jewels, and you can use it for other creative things as well. I wanted to show you guys here that nothing is to be thrown for trash, especially when it's glass jars. So any of my spaghetti sauce glass jars I would save those to put beads in. Found that to be very easy and reliable. So, my creative mind is always working, so I think of ways to kind of properly store things. And I save those. Just a little quick tip here. Some of you may already do it, but if not, start doing it. Now, I just put something to weigh it down a little bit. So some of the candle stands holders that I had already made, I just popped it on top. I'm just going to clean up a little bit things here and get ready for the next day for me to start doing other things. So I'll stop talking now. So right here, I was just showing you another candlestick topper that I did to show you how I fixed it. I didn't have much footage of that one, so it went pretty quickly. But as you see here, we jumped into these already being spray painted. So I just simply took them outside, spray painted them with the Bear spray, let them dry, and now I'm putting on my favorite antique ink paint here. again, that I picked up from Michael's. Definitely highly recommend. I love how it makes the gold to be more of a old world themed gold, where it's antique looking, and to match some of the candelabras I had already purchased from Hobby Lobby. But yeah, I just love this so much, and pretty easy to do. But when you're dealing with things that are bumpy and has craters in it, as these things do, or crevices like the ones in the back there, you have to really take your time and press the paint inside those crevices so the other gold won't show through, or you have discoloration. So you just have to kind of take your time and make sure you coat it pretty well. And as you notice, whenever I flip it over, the paint perfection is not there. But it's not required. I mean, because this is the bottom, and who's going to be picking up your centerpiece to look at the bottom? Tell me who, and I will come out there personally and hem them up. Just kidding. But if you are a perfectionist, you know, you just do it accordingly the way you see fit. But it didn't really matter to me, so I just made sure I covered all the parts that I needed to get it done. Now with this particular design here, this is the taller centerpiece. So as you'll see, I have a base, I have a middle, and then I also have a candle holder at the top, a taper candle holder at the top. So this is like the taller of the pieces. I did each of them in a set to where it's small, medium, and large, so it can have height difference on your table. And the middle of this one, I did not need to paint with the gold, because this is where I'm going to bring in the rope and have that part covering the middle to add in that pop of blue. So you'll see once I'm there. So sorry about it being out of frame that whole time, but this is what I mean by the candle taper candle holder at the top. So it's that initial bottom one, a middle candle holder, and then the taper holder at the top to make this one a 3-piece height. But see here, you can see the difference in color, dramatic transformation. It went from dull to more of a rosy type of gold. Yeah, but I'm just continuing to paint here, and I'll allow you all to watch. I must say, you can see how strong that E6000 glue is. I mean, I didn't make a whole guy, but I can like bop somebody else out to get me. No, I'm just kidding. But You see how strong it is, so I really, really love using that E6000 glue. I don't have to worry about the pieces coming loose with just like hot glue on its own or some other certain type of glue. I know there's other on the markets that may work as well, but I just stick with what I know and use what I got, and these 6000 do definitely did the job. Let's move on to wrapping the blue part. So I'm showing you here how it's going to come out, and I just did the same for all of them. Easy to do, easy to follow. Please continue to watch. Thank you kindly. All right, so here what I've noticed is to keep it tight together when you're starting at the bottom. Keep the rows fairly close, and align up as you go to kind of keep a consistency around. Like you'll tilt it just a little to start that next row, and from you just keep it tight. And once you're in the middle, it starts to become more freeing. So you just wrap it even without glue until you get all the way up to the top. Make sure you're pushing it together to keep it tight together as you're wrapping. That's what I've learned best, so you won't have any gaps in between or can barely see the gold underneath. You got to keep it tight together. So this is it, you guys. The three-piece set I was referring to. Put you a couple of candles inside. Put you a flower arrangement on top. I didn't make the arrangement in the video, but thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you.